40 years ago today, South Korea witnessed the first and only assassination of a president since the founding of the nation. On October 26, 1979, then President Park Chung-hee, father of former President Park Geun-hye, was shot to death at a dinner party in his private home in Goongjeong-dong near presidential office. The blood was in the hands of one of his closest aides, Jae-kyu, director of the Korean Central Intelligence Agency. Even after the execution of Kim and his aides, the October 26 incident, or Goongjeong-dong assassination, the historical event remains a key incident in understanding the development of democracy in South Korean modern history. The president's unpredicted death meant the fall of Yushin regime. The authoritarian regime had been used to justify Park's dictatorship since his rise to power in 1961 through a military coup. The October 26 incident still remains open for different discourses and interpretations. Some calls the assassination regicide, meaning the killing of a king or master. Some, including Kang Shin-ok, then attorney of Kim Jae-kyu, evaluate the incident as a gate to the abolition of dictatorial Yushin regime. Even the cause of murder remains unresolved. At the time of the crime, local media called the case a crime of passion from a loyalty competition for the president, citing authorities from Cheongwade. The unplanned murder theory is also supported by former U.S. Ambassador to Seoul Donald Gregg, who served as the head of Korean leg of CIA from 1973 to 1975. Gregg said in a local interview that the triggering factor was Cha Ji-chul, one of the presidential aides at the president's dinner party. Later witnesses, including testimonies of Kim's attorneys, however, insisted Kim Jae-kyu's killing was planned, citing the killer's document for the appellate court. According to the memoir by former President Chun Doo-hwan, Kim disclosed his three-stage assassination project planned to kill Park and take over his power. Chun succeeded presidency in a military coup after Park's death. In his memoir, Chun describes in details that Kim had an argument with Cha Ji-chul, head of Presidential Security Department, in the U.S. military camp in Yongsan, Seoul, in the morning on the day of murder. According to joint investigation results by the Marshall administration, he wrote, Cha enraged Kim by not letting him fly on the first-tier helicopter. Kim refused to go aboard on the second-tier helicopter and did not attend the scheduled presidential visit to the completion ceremony of Sapgyeocheon Seawall in Hongseong, South Chungcheong Province. That evening, Kim went to the president's dinner party with a gun hidden in his pocket. Chun recalls that Kim's reign lasted only 4 hours. At around 8 p.m., Kim and his aides convened an emergency meeting at the Korean military headquarters. Kim demanded the immediate declaration of martial law, yet the officials inquired him of specific development of the president's death. As the inquiry went on, Kim's aide Kim Gae-won confessed the whole scheme. Defense Minister Do Jae-hyun then had Kim arrested in charge of murdering the head of state. After 3 stands of trial, Kim and his aides were sentenced to death and hanged in May 1980. Evaluations on the president's assassination vary both among historians and the public. Not many people argue, however, about the fact that the incident took place in the time of great social unrest on a national scale. College students in Busan put up a major protest on October 16, 1979, soon joined by the large number of citizens from Busan and its neighboring Masan Changwon area. 40 years passed since the historical October 26 incident, and yet Koreans are still left to carry on its way to democracy with lessons from the past.